evening and welcome to Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk Athletics. From the campus of Millis High School in Millis, Massachusetts, we bring you the girls' varsity soccer team, your Lady Mohawks, as they play host to the Ashland Clockers. Alongside West Cote, I'm Doug Coots, and we are high above the pitch here at the Welsh Memorial Field. The players have huddled up and are taking onto the pitch right now. It is a nice Tuesday evening, as it were. We thank you for watching Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk Athletics on our various platforms. A seasonable temperature, a little crispness in the air tonight, Wes. We have the temperature at 63 with a feels like 63, although a little chillier up here high above the pitch in the shade. Good crowd on hand, more fans starting to file in. Referees are blowing the whistle to get this thing rolling, and we are about ready. Mohawks coming into the game at 7-3-1, ranked number 9 in the Division 5 MIA rankings, coming off a 1-0 loss at versus Westwood. And the Clockers coming off a 6-0 win over Uxbridge. They check in at 5-6 and the number 31 team in the Division 2 MIAA rankings. And we are underway. Almost forgot my watch, Wes. I quickly have fetched that and I'm good to go here. You can see shadows covering a good portion of the field, but no issues for us. Your Mohawks in their home maroon kits going left to right on your media device, and the Ashland Clockers in their white tops, blue shorts, and white socks going right to left on your media device. And once again, we thank you for watching on our various media platforms. It is Paige Tripp in goal for the visiting Clockers and LMR for your Mohawks. Entire stands here on our side, West, is in the shade. I am not regretting dropping the long pants on for this one. Nice early October Tri-Valley League match. Teams trying to angle themselves for the tournament. Chance here for the Clockers, and a shot and a goal. Vanessa Thompson getting free in front of the Mohawk goal. Some sort of mix-up on the defensive assignments there. It is Thompson for the Clockers, and they take a quick 1-0 lead. They had hardly finished off our pre-game monologue there, Wes, and the ball is in the goal. Came across from that right wing. See if the Mohawks can gather up and respond to that. Sydney O'Toole on the ball on that far side, able to win a throw-in for Riley Sullivan. O'Toole sending it forward. No one really there. Tap backwards to Tripp.
Hey, let's go.
Field. Olivia Fong sending that forward. Field in pretty good condition given the circumstances of several football games and practices. Middle of the field a little clumpy. Let's see if the Mohawks can use that to their advantage as Steiner on the ball in the middle. They're the last bastion of a grass home field in the Tri-Valley League. Jess Kramer trying to send it forward, stopped by Sadie Galuli. Lindsay Gratton gets around Galuli looking for options, tries to lead Kramer, and even on that grass down the corner, that will trickle out of balance. Still getting my stat sheet set here. Ashland scoring on their first shot of the game. Ball down that left side in the sun with Colleen Lynch giving chase. Layla Grady trying to clear. Still in the mixer there is Steiner. Ball comes across. Not sure that's going to roll out of bounds. Nice hustle. As Groton kept that in. Kramer fiddles, diddles, puts it to a right shot and a save. The Ashland faithful cheering their squad on, giving a reminder that we're on grass. Powers trying to win a throw. Goes to the way of the Clockers. It's a weird dynamic in the stands here with Melissa and Ashland both sitting on the same side of the midway lines. Usually the protocol is to be behind one's own bench. Real no sun advantage or disadvantage this evening. Call me old school, Wes. It's like the unwritten rules of baseball, I guess. Sometimes followed, sometimes not. Riley Sullivan sending it forward, settled by Powers. Back to Sullivan. Comes forward down that left side. Good cut, puts it on her right. To the top of the area, shot by Grattan. A little left-footed one-timer drifts wide of Paige Tripp's cage. We do have a solitary Clocker fan in the know on these unwritten rules, Wes. Seems lonely over there. Then again, so are we at our perch high above the pitch. Avery Hubble with a nice gathering of that, sending it forward. Lynch giving chase, earning a throw in. Ashland's numbers seem a little small on the back, many covered by the ponytail, so this visually challenged announcer will do his best. Started with the magenta Sharpie in this contest. 2-on-1 situation here. It's just Hubble that's back right now. Feel like that's offside, and it is. The Clockers were able to come forward quickly. Hubble providing enough of a challenge, forcing the quick pass forward and the offside decision. Steiner looking for Powers. Sullivan now connecting with Powers. Defended by Maggie McGinnis. Ball just out of bounds. Tough to see from our vantage point. We'll have to defer to those in the know. Steiner with a nice steal, trying to get it to Lynch. Good battle in there. Sullivan earning a throw. Of course, most of the play taking place at the furthest of our vantage points right now. Fong poking her toe in there, out of balance. Does look like the concession stand is open this evening. The Millis Boosters hard at work. Of course, raising funds for all Mohawk athletics. Had a great back to school run a couple weeks back. Doing some quick fact checking here at West. I know there's a couple other events coming. Mohawks coming forward. Dispossessed by Phoebe Riley. Fong at the back, pressured. Finding a save the date for the second annual golf tournament, May 12th, 2025. Can't believe we're talking about 2025. I know there's a TBD turkey shoot date not yet announced, as Mar forced to come out of her area to knock that away. Ashland coming forward, Nora Cox. One of the simpler names on my visiting sheet. The clear out is blocked by Letichevsky. Players coming together. No one's really pointing for Millis. It's in that area. It's furthest away from both officials. That one goes to the clockers. Quick throw in by Thompson. There's a shot by Gilly that sails wide. Does not actually roll out of bounds. Punted by Mar. Back come the clockers. Got some size in the middle. Long in a bit of trouble there again. Mar coming outside of her pen. Good turn by Kramer, harassed. She does turn. Comes around another defender. Good chance for a shot here. Just up and over. So Mohawk's getting a shot off there. Thompson ends up coming away with it. Ball sort of disappeared between hers and O'Toole's feet. Difficult dribbling conditions for sure. Tripp forced to come out. Powers harassed. Chipped forward by Sullivan. That will trickle wide and over the goal line for a goal kick. Tara Beatty and Celia Mermestein check in for the Clockers, replacing Galuli and McGinnis. Ball possessed by Cox off of a Mohawk wing. Well, the Mohawks are riding a little late tonight, a few injuries. Hoping to get some players back for the stretch run and tournament. Pass forward, Fong is going to win the race, tries to clear it to the feet of Thompson. That time she was unable to corral the bouncing ball. Sent forward. I don't think that's going to trickle into the penalty area. Powers. Thompson wins the race, comes forward down that left side. Stops in back to Riley. Beatty coming forward, gets around one defender. Clocker, some good possession right here in a dangerous spot. Correction, that's, can't tell if that's a 25 or 26.
White, let's go.
Ball is still in. Or maybe it wasn't. I mean, that should be
Lock him in. Lock him in. Gabby, can you step? Gabby, can you step?
a lot of confusion in that corner. That's the second time both teams have reached for the ball from the ball girls. Nice to have them along with us today. We thank them for their support and efforts. Man, that's some trouble. Dittenhofer coming forward. Mohawks can't clear. Still kept in this left side. Ball coming across and gathered up by Marr. High and towering kick. Again, no wind whatsoever to speak of here today, Wes. Not even a gust once in a while. Colors of the trees starting to change. Looks like it's Bryn Lutka on that at right back. Maggie Scavone in for your Mohawks. It's Colleen Lynch to the sideline for a break. We're about 16 minutes in here. 1-0 your score. Clocker is on top of your Lady Mohawks. Goal from Thompson in the first minute. Since then, things have sort of settled down. Clockers with a definite territorial advantage right here. There's a shot that will float high. Ashland again coming forward. That one's going to trickle through to Marr. Trying to multitask up here and keep my fans updated of the score, which, as we know, those of you watching us, it is 1-0 Clockers. Thompson coming forward with some power, knocking over Bigelow. Seemed like it should have either been a foul or a Mohawk throw. Danger not over here. Tap back to Ludka. Shot is blocked. Mohawks a chance here if they can get past Riley. She pressures the whole time. Kramer forced to just push it forward. A pass back to Tripp. I think that looked a lot closer from our angle than it was. A lot of anxiety raised by the Clocker faithful in front of us here. Spread field should help the Mohawks here. Fong coming forward. Tries to find Groton, second chance. I don't think that one's going to roll out. Groton keeps it in, and Eng backheels it out of play as Brianna Flory and Colleen Lynch into the game for your Mohawks, replacing O'Toole and Emma Powers. Throw in for your Mohawks in deep in Clocker territory. Bigelow will handle the throw in. Groton tried to flick it forward, but sent away by Riley. Well, it's a sort of obstructed area to us right now. Kramer crossing it through, bouncing around, gobbled up by Tripp. I am going to notch that as a shot and a save. So it did bound around, and Tripp was forced to come grab it. Nice tip. Clocker's coming forward. Thompson with a head of steam. Marr comes to reach it. She wins the race. She'll have to retreat quickly. To the feet of Eng. Situation here, and the ball is turned over. Mohawks coming forward. Groton forced wide. Gets the cross in. Battled for. A lot of contact down there, and we get our first whistle of the game, first foul. Good kick, but stymied by the Mohawks. Tough bounce for Fong and out of bounds. Adriana Cortelitis in for the Clockers, replacing Eng. Might be the longest last name for the shortest last name. Should be taken over by Powers' heavy first touch. And it's back the other way. Disrupted and sent out, at least temporarily, by your Mohawks. Clocker's looking for room, and they get it. Challenge coming from Sullivan. Still on the case. Hubble is there. Powers. Flory is there. Check that. Scavone challenging. So slowly developing, but briefly out, but sent right back. Across to the left side and a goal. sort of ended up in no man's land. Mar started to come out. And the Clockers with their second goal of the day. Waiting to see the number. Believe it's Thompson again. It looks like Dittenhofer. But in any case, Ashland is in on the scoreboard again, and it is 2-0. Mohawks will take a timeout to talk it over. Your score for Millis. It is the Mohawks 0, Clockers 2. And welcome back to Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk athletics. Coming out of a Mohawk timeout. About 23 minutes into this one. Alongside West Cote, Doug Coots here. We are high above the pitch here at Welch Memorial Field. Clockers have struck for a second. Mohawks are just unable to fully clear the ball out, able to get the ball out of the penalty area, but not able to get it up the field and cross the midfield stripe. Officials' whistle signifies we are back in play, so it shall be. So 2-0 here. Clockers sitting at number 31 in the Division II MIA rankings, so they'd certainly like to grab a win to move up a little bit so they're above and safely in that top 32 for when the pairings are settled at the end of the season. Mohawks tight bench today, only 4 healthy for this evening's match. Nice weather, no wind. Fong cutting off Abby Denver nicely on that one. Do have a moment we could check. Start the match at 63. I have it a notch lower at 62s. No wind. So actual and feels like temperature is at 62 right now. Sun has sort of disappeared. I don't think it's down and gone, but no shadows to speak of. Maybe a cloud or two behind us out of our purview. Clockers again with the ball in Mohawk territory. Ball into the mixer. Right side of it anyway. Shot was blocked by Hubble. Point blank range too. That was not softly taken. Mohawks do etch this one over the midfield stripe. Back come the Clockers down the right side. Grass really slowing things down. I did not get a chance to walk the field before the match. Does look like a little long in spots. Shot and a save by Mar. Overall in great condition. Grounds crew doing a great job to keep this going. The football teams and volleyball teams also having a great season so far. Powers and O'Toole set to check in. Scavone and Flory out for your Mohawks. Well past that magical midway point. Having so much fun up here, Wes, we forgot all about it. I've got 27 down, 13 to go. Stepping on the ball is Kramer. Thompson forging that ahead. Thompson disrupting and stealing. Fong forced to come back. The rest of the Mohawk defense is there. Sent out by Hubble. A sizable crowd gathered around the concession run by the Millis Mohawk Boosters Club. Foot race won by the Clockers, but Bigelow able to disrupt and the Mohawks send it out. Subs coming in. It is Galuli coming into the game. I missed the other numbers. Apologies for that. Beatty is out along with Grady. I had 23 in the back of my head, Wes, but I don't have a 23 on my scorecard. It might have been Cordelitis into the game. In any case, the Clockers nudge that forward into the waiting wings of Mar. She launches that one almost across midfield on the fly. One bounce. Nice punt that was. I feel like that bounce on the gravel. Well, a few times this match, the ball has been on this side, right under our noses. Good turn by Grattan. Looking for Powers. Tripp coming out to collect it. Nice steal by O'Toole. Down that right wing where there's nary a Mohawk to be found. Flicked forward by Galuli. And out of bounds. Ooh, careful, ref. Careful, ref. Don't want to hurt yourself there. Nice touch with the left foot as well by Mr. Sheehan. Powers coming forward, going to be met. So I was not wrong there, Wes. That is a number 23, which I don't have on my score sheet. So Mystery 23 checked into the game and is defending well. That is a strong hit to the abdomen. Boy, Dittenhofer. Yeah, they'll take a moment to make sure she's okay. That seemed like a, well, got to check on the player. Last touch by Ashland, so they get the drop ball. Mohawks coming right back, though, quickly. Shot by Fong. Mystery player number 23. Nice play there in the back. Can only report what's been given to me, Wes, and I can only hope she's on the official roster. Kept in momentarily by Bigelow. Off of the clockers. Right under the nose of the official. Many Mohawks in the area there. Bigelow steps around one of the long leg of Thompson. Disrupted that just enough. Numbers here for the clockers. Just had to get that pass a little forward. Goalie's pass is sent away. So Ang, Chiadelli, and Riley into the match for the visiting clockers. Sent forward, but that is going to be gathered up by Amar. I have 6 and change on my watch here, Wes. I know the fans at home eagerly anticipated our Guess the Final Whistle contest that concludes each half of our matches here from the Welch. Set forward. Fong and Steiner trying to form a wall of players. Fong is muscled off and a foul called against the clockers. That stays in. Mohawks could have something going here. Kept in by Grattan. Clockers retreating. Grattan down the sideline. Nicely played by Mystery player number 23. Taken quickly by the Mohawks. Just can't get it over the head of the defense there. Nice shield by Kramer to come forward. Thompson returns the favor. Nice block by O'Toole. Mohawks seem intent to send it down that right wing, whether or not anyone is there to receive it. Maggie McGinnis in for the visitors. Mermestein out for the Clockers. Clock continues to roll. I'm under 4. Mohawks would sure like to grab one here to half the lead. A goal by either team before the half would really be a momentum boost. 3-0, big difference in 2-0, big difference to 2-1. So that math just brought to you by myself there. You're welcome. It's from the Captain Obvious file, I suppose. Powers trying to come forward. Good idea to get it forward, looking for Roman. Just could not make a connection. bench. We're definitely going to have to find out who number 23 is at halftime, Wes, as they are having a pretty good game back there at center defense. Grattan turns the corner. Could this be the chance? Goes across, tipped by Tripp. Back to the mixer, and Tripp will get it again, and this time she is able to grab it. Sound the cowbells for sure on that one. Grattan's cross definitely dangerous. Tripp getting the minute hand to that one to disrupt the trajectory. Just under 2 to go here at the half. 2-0 Clockers. Goals in the first minute by Thompson and 23rd minute by Dittenhofer. Mohawks with some territorial advantage here. Contact there. So hopefully Bigelow's okay. She's down. Officials. That's certainly gonna hope that Bigelow is okay. Lynch in for Bigelow. Hope she's okay. Drop ball to the Mohawks. This will complicate things on the end of the half contest. Mohawks definitely should have done better with that, and Clockers the other way. Sullivan tracking back. Got about 30 seconds here. Near official looking at his watch. Mohawks definitely don't want to give one up here. This is trouble. A shot that gets by Marr, but just wide of the goal, and that will be the last act of the half. So we have reached halftime from Welch Memorial Field. Your score, it is the visiting Ashland Clockers 2, your Mohawks 0. And welcome back to Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk Athletics. Second half just about to begin here. And the second half has begun. Thank you for watching Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk Athletics. Alongside Wes Cote, Doug Coots here. We are high above the pitch here at Welch Memorial Field. I did make it my mission to find out the Ashland Clocker number 23, and it is Karina Brown. She is number 3 on my official sheet, so didn't want to interrupt the proceedings of the coaches at halftime, so sort of a last-minute grab of that, rushed up here. And we're back underway. We'll get to the stats momentarily. Celebrity sighting Rusty Cushman over by the Millis Mohawk Boosters Snack Shack. Always good to see Rusty at Mohawk Athletics. Great supporter of Mohawks and really a Millis historian. Very wise man. It's a pleasure to know him and speak with him. So to the proceedings at hand here. The Clockers leading this match 2-0. They scored in the first minute and 23rd minute, so that is our scoreline at 2-0. They did have a pretty good territorial advantage for most of the game, cashing in twice. Mohawks coming forward, Jess Kramer. She'll send forward, that'll trickle into Paige Tripp's area. I have the Mohawks for 8 shots, 3 saves and 1 foul. Clockers with 9 shots, 5 saves and 1 foul and a single offside. Trying to think, Wes, I don't think we had any corner kicks. I didn't mark any down. That doesn't necessarily mean it didn't happen. Could get my fact checkers on that. So the start of the game temperature of 63 is dipped just to a 62. Shadows covering, I'd say, about 90% of the field right now. We have flipped from the magenta Sharpie. They got a good workout in the first half. Cross to Celia Mermestein. Just couldn't bring that down. We've shifted from the magenta to the cyan Sharpie. Important information for our listening audience. Nice cross by Cox. Fumbled a bit. Shot. Tip. Save off the crossbar. And kept out of the Gomar. Getting the tip of her wing on it. Forcing it off that lower crossbar, and it stays out. Mohawks on the counter-attack here. Forward to Lynch. Possibly a little charge of momentum from that play. There is the previously unnamed 23 Karina Brown sending it forward. To apologize for her anonymity in the first half, but we can only work with what we're given. We are a two-man crew up here. Thompson a long throw. Fong trying to gauge the bounce, did well. Possessed by Dittenhofer. Sent forward off the back of Hubble. Mohawks back on their heels. So the shade and shadows probably contributing to a little dampness on the pitch. Mohawks, of course, the only squad that plays on a home natural surface. It's easy for the parents to chuckle about up here, but down there with bodies flying around, keeping on your feet can't be that easy. Just underway in the second half, 5 minutes in. Nice sort of double team there by Grattan and Sullivan to get that ball on its way out, but the clock is relentless right now. Time waits for no one, and they tick-tock to this right-hand goal. With your Mohawks in their maroon kits going right to left on your media device, and the Clockers in their white and blue away kits. We thank you for watching on our various media platforms. Give us a like, a shout, or drop in a comment. Let us know how we're doing. I do appreciate the feedback. I know the camera folks have been hard at work filming as many events as possible. My colleague Paul Ayton doing the volleyball side of things. This is trouble for the Mohawks. Forced wide. Steiner well defended in the end and knocks it out. So looks like we'll have our first corner of the match. Clockers with two players over the ball. They'll opt for the long kick into the mixer. Nicely played by Powers to get that out of immediate danger. And newly named Karina Brown sending that forward and out of play. We'll notch that in as a shot. As Flory into the field, Mohawks replacing Lynch. It's rare that we're here at the Welch with not a hint of breeze. So in that regard, it's very delightful up here. Thompson with the left up and over. Had some good moves to put herself in that dangerous position. It's sort of a recurring theme. Mohawks just not getting that secondary possession to get the ball out of the defensive third. Hubble sends it far enough. Shot blocked. Hubble sent to the ground. And a real violent foul there. The defensive third, no reason really. I feel like at least making it look like you talk to the player. Hard foul. Brown knocking that out of bounds. Unfortunate ball trickling onto the field. Behind the pole, out of our purview, so into the penalty area. Clockers this time with difficulty clearing. Fong bounces off her knee. I don't know if that's going to get there. Marv way off her line. I'd like to tell you what yard line that was, but interesting enough, the field is marked for football, but there are no yard markers. For counting quickly, it looks like about the 30-yard line. I was officiating a match last week on a field, and a similar thing happened. I tried to tell the players, oh, shot! Just sailing wide. Nice effort there, a turnaround offering. Just won't turn so I can see her number. Real small numbers on the clockers. Looks like Cox. So to close the loop, yeah, I went to tell the player where to stand for the creating of a wall. Stand on such and such yard line, and I had to calculate it out. No number. So perhaps they're midway through the marking for a game coming up. Sort of a Seinfeldism there, I guess. Just a story about nothing. No, Wes, you've been with me before. You know I'm a man who knows many things about nothing. So coming together, that draws nothing. Mohawks taking advantage, looking for Kramer. Brown, previously unnamed Brown, knocking that out for the Mohawks' first corner. It's a notch in the CK column. Mohawks would like to tickle the twine here if they can. Still 2-0 to score, so well within striking distance. About 12 minutes into this second half. Probably pointless for me to have done the math as the clock is in the camera view, headed wide by O'Toole. Not a bad effort. Nicely lofted in by Fong.
Get up, get up, get up, get up.
Steiner able to settle and send it forward, dispossessed by the Clockers. Thompson, a good throw. Nicely disrupted though by Steiner. Thompson again, that length. Fong can't get it past that second layer. Thompson again. Hubble poking her wing in there to disrupt that. Powers and Bigelow combining. Brown coming forward. Grattan overtaking and knocking it off the previously unnamed defender. Cox throws the defender to the ground, and she was okay until she extended the arm. She did have her on the shoulder, but when that arm came out and Millis player went to the ground, seemed like an easy whistle. Mohawks, some real difficulty here getting it past the, I'll call it the 30-yard line. Angaluli and Denver in for the visitors. Shot is blocked. Hawks able to chip it out, gathered by Kramer. She's on the move. Grattan scurrying like a deer in the middle. The shot will just go wide. Grattan was coming down the left side, but the shot always a pretty good option as well. Trip diving to her right, so Mohawks with a quick counter, but coming up empty. Perhaps a shot across the bow.
Come on, Allie. There you go.
See if the Mohawks can keep that going. Thompson down that right wing. Fong has the position. Denver wins a throw in for the visitors. Thompson, as always, scurrying over to take the throw. Powerful throw. Shot / cross. That punt is going to make it past midfield. Groton chasing after it. Can she get there first? She can. Waiting for help. Tries to go on her own down that left side against Grady. Turns the corner. Can she get it across with her left? Bit of a stalemate. Groton back in, knocked to the ground. Definitely had position, and the push was from behind. Perhaps down too softly, but 100 yards down the other way. Feel like that might have been in line with what's been a foul today. But officials a lot closer and wiser than we are from our perch high above the pitch. Well, the Mohawks are waiting for Riley Celia to get back to the lineup. She's been working hard on her rehab, hopefully back sooner than later. One of the several Bays referees that are out there for Millis does a great job. So I'm hearing we're getting a timeout. I'm not seeing any sort of signals. No whistle, no nothing. So sort of the silent timeout. So we're just over the midway point, about 19 to go here from Millis. Your score, Clockers 2, Mohawks nothing. Players coming back onto the field after a Mohawk timeout. I had flipped my math. For those of you keeping score at home, we are 19 minutes in and 21 to go. Just in case any of you at home are also playing the guess the end of the game whistle. A very popular contest of ours. Mohawks right off the drop here. Ball is crossed by Kramer. No one there. Groton cuts by one Clocker on her right foot. Shot blocked. Good pressure out of that timeout. Mohawks going to need to score early, sooner rather than later. Let me find the right words there. Hummel absorbing push, second push from the back. It's in that zone that's far away from everybody. Luckily for the Mohawks, Clockers were substituting there as McGinnis into the game for Mermestein. Clockers advancing. I've just nudged past that magical midway point. 20 down, 20 to go. Quick throw by Thompson. It's trouble at the well. It's in to go. Mohawks were still digesting the direction of that throw instead of defending. And the Clockers cash in. Looked like it might have been Denver there. It's an unfortunate turn of events. Ball just kept going down that sideline, and Ashland awarded a throw. The road gets a little steeper here for your Mohawks. Power of the quick throw in before the defenses can settle and mark.
There you go. Nice job, Hubble.
Good job, Max.
Thompson's cross shot just wide, saved. Great one-time effort and a diving stop from Marr.
Come on, Millis. Let's go. Get tough.
Line it light, line it light. Come on, Abby.
Corner kick for the Clockers. I'll have to make sure I notch this down. A high and booming kick to the far post. Thompson gets her noggin to it.
Turn and go, Gretton. Somebody help her out.
Work, Eva. Well done, Eva.
Come on, Sully.
Good job, Maggie Joe.
What a crazy high corner kick, Wes.
Good job. Somebody's got to be with.
Time is relentless and the Clockers come forward. Oh, a slip by the Mohawks in the back there. Long grass getting slippier as the evening progresses.
Nice job, O'Toole. Send her. Send.
Great job. Good job, 2-1.
Mohawks chance here numerically anyway. Kramer tries to thread the needle to Powers.
Well done.
We've got a foot race, nicely played by Hubble to step in front of Denver. Just in front of the whole city. Kramer forward to Groton. Numbers for the Mohawks again. Groton returns the pass. Kramer, left-footed touch. Just doesn't roll out of bounds though. Clocker is able to keep it in and turn it away, so no corner kick there. Good win by Groton.
Great job.
Thompson so tall.
I can ask my computer anything in the world, but I can't.
Oh, good job.
Chance there by the wayside. Bigelow tried to get around off of her and out of balance. Cox and Benyamimi into the game for the Clockers. Riley and Ledachevsky to the sideline. Hubble forward to the head of Groton. Justice Podesta continues to fight for it. Gets it. It is until Thompson joins the fray.
Go, Max.
A lot going on there. Hubble was going for the ball, got a little push in the back. Nobody's happy with anything there. Hubble is to the ground. Did look like she got a nudge in the back, which was actually witnessed this time. She was pushed a couple times earlier, it was not rewarded. Hopefully it just looked worse than it was. So hopefully Hubble is okay. She'll head to the sideline and Hannah Roman into the game. Officials sticking with their original call. They did talk about it, so I do believe the original push is the correct call. Kramer nicely controlled there. Bigelow comes forward. Absorbed some contact on that far side. Oh, prevented her from keeping that in. Got a foot race. Mohawks back quickly. Fong disrupting it initially. Finished off by Roman. Mohawks 3-on-3 the other way. Grattan looking for Powers, but that is too powerful and it is out of balance. Previously unnamed Brown and BD into the game for the visitors. Hang and Galuli take a seat for the Clockers. Kramer on the move. Heavy touch, but she's going to get there. Collision with the goalie, initially saved. Second bite of the apple won't go. Kramer streaking down that right side. Tripp came out and made the initial save. Kramer got up quickly and tried the continuation, but it just would not get on net. About 12 to go. We have had a couple stoppages. So curious to know if I'm on par with the men in green this evening. Grattan, fiddles, diddles. Forward to Lynch. Lynch with two Clockers on her. The minute hand and the hour hand, as it were. Good communication there, and Tripp calls off the defender and gets her hands on that. Dittenhofer coming forward. Tries to get it to Thompson. Connection is eventually made. Thompson back. Mohawks unable to clear it out. Bigelow does get it out. Nice work there by the Mohawks. They can get up the field quickly. Powers keeps it, sends it forward. Grattan wins the ball. Keeper somewhat out of the cage. Grattan shot save. By the time Grattan was able to get the ball to settle on that bumpy middle of the field, Tripp was well positioned in the middle of her net. Oh, a long shot, speculative effort. Why not?
Fine. Jab 1-2.
McInnes keeping that clearance in. Mohawks trying to get it by that second level. Thompson battling with O'Toole. Mohawks get her forward, but not far enough. Back it comes, back to the feet of Thompson. She surveys. Nice job by Fong to step in there as Denver was sizing that one up for a shot on goal. Letichevsky, Mermistein, and Riley back in for the Clockers. I have 9 exactly on my watch, Wes. It's been an entertaining second half. This is trouble here. Oh, pass it. Kramer has passed the keeper. Can she notch it in? And she does. Kramer got by the defense. Tripp came out, luckily did not grab it with her hands as she was well out of the penalty area. And just on cue, as we talked about this being an entertaining match, the Mohawks have struck. And it's 3-1. Let's see if crowds on both sides getting excitable. Grattan coming forward, gets past her defender, left-handed cross. This time it is grabbed by Tripp. Good thing as the Mohawks had a couple of players ready for a tap in. Letichevsky winning that one and coming forward. Fong disrupting it, sending it out. Nice turn by Lynch. Ashland might be wise to drop a extra player back, although they do have 6 back now. Cross. Grattan's going to get to it. Her shot is off the crossbar. Grattan beat the keeper, but could not beat the woodwork, as it will. Though I do know it is metal. Wow, what a spark that would have been to get within a goal here. Mar way up. We'll count it backwards. Looks like about the 35-yard line, and she sends a towering kick forward. Mohawks committing players forward. Mohawk throw, 7 to go here. See if the Clockers can get something going on the counterattack. That should get to Mar. She was committed to knocking that one outside the penalty area. That middle of the field is not smooth. Players doing the best they can on both sides, but remarkably well kept for the amount of traction that it gets, the amount of foot traffic, players, practices. Officials pointing for the Mohawks there. 6 to go. Tick, 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 tick. Clockers trying to run this one out. Kaluli stolen by Fong and sent forward just out of the reach of Grattan. She does wise to wait for some help. Lynch forward. Mohawks well into Clocker territory. Grattan. drawing a foul. A couple players coming together.
Track your runners. Track your runners. Track your runners.
Fong lining this one up. Looks like about 35, 40 yards out. Powers got it to her left and got a shot. I have 11 shots for the Mohawks this half as Galuli comes back in for the Clockers. 11 shots to 9 for the Clockers. 4 saves this half for Tripp. 9 on the match. It's been long stretches of play towards this left side. Fong, harassed from behind, is able to turn despite the challenge. Nice touch by Groton. She's come alive here in these last few minutes. I have 4. The scoreboard clock stops at 5. So we are in no man's land for sure. Or no person's land, I suppose. It's the proper Thompson with some space. Good ball to Cox. She turns, gets it on her left shot. Save! Mar says no. She puts a wing to that and knocks it out of play. Third corner kick for the Clockers, and they'll be in no hurry to take this. Fixing the shin guards, the oldest trick in the book to waste time. Thompson with the header, still in the mixer, back to the feet of Thompson, shot blocked. Mohawks are gonna have to commit numbers forward. The previously unnamed Brown with a nice header to the feet of Mermestein. Thompson it's been dangerous all game. Fong disrupting. I'm at 2.5 minutes, out of balance. Thompson with that long throw. Fong settling, sending it up, trying to make a connection. Tick, 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 tick. Just out by an inch. I think the Clocker player thought she was pushed. It seemed like it was her own player in the mix there. Two minutes. Clocker still pressing. Cross and a goal. And a goal. So the cross to Cox for the easy tap in, and that will probably put things out of reach. Nice run down that wing again. Mohawks just unable to get that ball past the second layer and out of that defensive third. Coming back down that right wing and knocked in by Cox. So with 2 minutes to go, the Clockers in real control here at 4-1. Great effort by your Mohawks though. Short-handed squad. Thin as it to begin with, but not for a lack of effort today, standing up to the 31st ranked team in Division II and giving them a run for their money, all they could handle today. Notching a late goal to make it 3-1, even not nudging one off the crossbar. Boy, what a difference that might have made it 3-2, but a game of inches and no whistle there. I guess we're just gonna guide this out. I'm under a minute.
There you go, girl. Nice job, O'Toole.
Connection to Fong. Just looking for Groton. Coming back. I feel like we're under like 5 seconds and even less than that. So Official on this near side has sounded the final whistle, bringing an end to the proceedings here. We thank you for watching Millis Community Media's coverage of Mohawk Athletics, where tonight they gave the Ashland Clockers all they could handle, but in the end, Ashland was too much. Big thank you to the fine men and women back in the studio. Thank you to the administrators here for making this game possible and allowing us to be here. And thank you for watching this production of Millis Community Media coverage of Mohawk Athletics. Once again, the final score here from Welch Field. The Ashland Clockers 4, your Mohawks 1. Alongside West Cote, I'm Doug Coots. Thank you and good night.